Welcome back to another episode of the Bayern Leverkusen career mode here on FC24, where it's the second episode of season number 2. And to start the episode, we are in the latter ends of the transfer window in the summer. We did go ahead and play the first 2 games of the season, which were just only the Super Cup. We won 3-0 against Real Madrid, then we lost a 1-0 narrow loss to Bayern Munich in that Super Cup, in the German Super Cup. This was the UEFA Super Cup. To start the season, we have VfL Bochum, but also to start the episode, we have a transfer offer. We actually have 2 transfer offers, and technically 3. We did go ahead and accept this Hiradeki transfer offer, so he might be on his way out to Italy to Bologna. We have a transfer offer here for Tap Soba. They think we can get 48 million, but unfortunately, also with this mod, they think we can also get 0. So I'm having a suspicion if we go here and try and get 50 to 55 million, they're going to think they can get down closer to 0. So we are going to go ahead and offer them 53 just off the rip. See what they say if my controller can stop being so sensitive. 53 million for that. We don't want to see this deal fall through, so we're willing to pay 53 million. Oh. Well, Tap Soba might be going to Manchester United. Tap Soba might be going to Manchester United. Now, on the other hand, we have a transfer offer here for Boniface over to RB Leipzig, a German rival. They are going to have to pay the big bucks there. You can see there on your screen it said 113. We're going to go 130. We are going to start very low. In fact, honestly, I know we have Florian Wirtz, but is he here? He is not here. Never mind. Oh yeah, he was on loan to PSG, that's right. On striker, they have Openda. Openda would be a decent replacement for him. So we could do this. Openda plus him. Benjamin Sesko is 21 at 80 overall. We are going to go ahead and try and get money out of this deal, though. We are going to try and get 130 million out of them. We'll see what they say. They walk away. So 17 million above what the board thought I could ask for. We might need to sign a center back. I know we just bought Yuri and Timber, but he was supposed to be a right back replacement. So we might need to go in for a center back before the start of the season. Because Tap Soba was close to getting the starting role, and now he's going to walk out the front doors. So Tap Soba is gone for 53 million it is over to Manchester United. So center back might have to come in here to Leverkusen. Now, I have 3 players on my short list. This is the medium option. This is kind of it's a medium option as far as prices go. This is my #1 choice to bring in. It is going to be Mickey van de Ven from Tottenham. He is quick. He's probably the quickest 6'5", 6'3", whatever. The quickest giant center back that might ever be existed, because holy cow, this guy is quick. Now, this says 38 market value. However, the little board instructions said 70 million is what they would want on the high end. We are going to try and lowball them there. I don't remember what the low end was. I think it might have been 50. So we are going to go 45. We're going to go 7 million over the transfer value. They want 97 million. They want 97 million. You are going to have to come way down, sir. Way, way, way down. We might be walking out the front doors in a split second. 55 million. I'm not going higher than 60. Oh my lord. Okay. 97 million from Mickey van de Ven. That is not what they said. That's not what the board said. So he's gone. Our other options is Upamecano or a Diamande. Now, do I want to bring somebody in and weaken Bayern Munich, or do I want to bring in somebody from the Portuguese league that is a great talent that I don't necessarily need a starting center back? That would be Upamecano. I don't mind Kosunu and Jonathan Tah as starting center backs. So I think I go Diamande, honestly. I think I go Diamande. He's going to be a cheaper option. We're going to go in for the younger and cheaper option. So the high end was 47 million. We are going to go straight into 45 because they're probably going to want higher. You definitely are not getting Yuri and Timber for sure. That is not happening at all. We will go lower though. That was around 40, so we'll go 34.5 and see what they say there. It is $1 million under his market value, which is a little bit scary actually. They want 44.1. We can probably get this down to 37, 38. We're going to go 37.5. They obviously have that release clause. We'll sell that on because honestly, he probably won't ever get sold unless he's unhappy. We are just going to go down to 40 million. We'll try and keep it. They want 44. I find 44.1 million plus that selling clause. It's fine enough. Diamande should hopefully come to the club as long as we can agree on the contract. He will accept rotation. That is perfect. 3 years. That is perfect. We might not even be here in 3 years. You can have the release clause. It won't mean much. No appearance bonus though. No appearance bonus. That's just useless. And then you can get 2 extra K on your wage budget. That's completely fine. Welcome to the club, Diamande. You will be a backup player for Jonathan Tah and Kosaniru. The 6'3" young prospect from Sporting CP is now here at Bayer Leverkusen, joining Xabi Alonso. And we say goodbye to Hideki. He is gone from the club. 11 million. You did it. You did your service, especially in that second half of last season. You stepped up, even though you were deteriorating, but you were not going to be able to last this season. Goodbye to you. The board thing, we got 6 more million. It does not matter, honestly. Just leave the club. First game of the season here for Bayer Leverkusen, and Boniface is going to lead the team. Jonathan Tah is still the club captain here. Daniel Mullen's first league game for Bayer Leverkusen. Florian Wirtz stays at left center, not left mid, at cam. Smith Rowe gets the starting 11 role over Somerville. Gramado as left back, Tah, Kosaniru, Frimpong, Kobel, Palacios, Granit Xhaka is the rest of our starting 11. Now, if you're asking what happened to Hincapié and why didn't you use Hincapié as the backup option, I completely forgot about him. To be completely honest, I completely forgot about Hincapié was still at the club. I thought I already sold him. So I thought I sold Tapsoba, I thought I sold Hincapié. I didn't. He was just on the reserves. But he is technically the left back backup for Gramado, and that will mean he does actually not have a current spot in the bench or even the starting 11. Gravenberg is on the bench now. Timber, he is center back, but he is a right back, and he can also play right back and left back and center defensive mid and center back. So he's kind of a great utility player to have into the team. Let's get into the first game of the season here against VfL Bochum. Florian Wirtz over the top for Gramado. He will get to the second ball. Gramado now down to Emil. And Emil Smith Rowe for Leverkusen. Saved by Ryman. And out for a corner. A very early start. A very early pressure now. And Florian Wirtz to put it into the box. And Florian Wirtz, can Boniface get there? No, but the keeper came out. If somebody was there, we could have had a free goal. Palacios in toward Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz, honestly, player of the season last season. Something Manchester United can't do in real life. Granit Xhaka gets taken out. It'll be a free kick and a red card for Penamate. He is gone on his debut for the club as well. A red card in Bochum are down to 10 men early into the game. Granit Xhaka, is that going way over the bar? That might go way over the bar. It hits the crossbar. Granit Xhaka not far off. And we went ahead and got him in that second season. Obviously, we had to focus on other things that first season a little bit more. We didn't really have the money. We had the money for Kobel now. And welcome to the club. And now with Tech crossed in. And Tah will hit it away. Keeper's out the way. Austin is a terrible first touch. You kind of let the ball go. And Wirtz now into Mullen. It's a terrible ball into Daniel Mullen. Mullen, Boniface, into Florian Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz now will cut back onto his left foot, and he'll find the back of the net, and Leverkusen will take the lead. We score the first goal, and of course it's Wirtz to score the first goal of the season. 1-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. Corner for Bochum right before the half ended. The 10 men, they're looking to go level. It would have been another corner. Gramado and I believe that Smith Rowe, honestly, they just couldn't connect cleanly with each other. Granit into Wirtz. Wirtz out wide to Smith Rowe. And Emil Smith Rowe back in for Wirtz. And Wirtz on his weaker foot. And Wirtz will double his goal tally while doubling the lead. It's 2-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. And Florian Wirtz on top once again. Asano now. Asano, Kosaniru will block it out for a corner. Bochum trying to get something quick, see if they can have any life in this game. It's going to be a little bit harder, obviously, with no striker because there are 10 men. And they might have to make some changes there, take off some defenders. Somerville into Mullen, the 2 quickest players. And Daniel Mullen, he has Florian Wirtz. Is he going to be selfish or will he try and find him? Florian Wirtz hat trick. 3-0 for Bayer Leverkusen. And Wirtz does have the hat trick. Mullen, selfless act from you, sir. 3-0 on the score sheet, though. So we have another very early title challenge against Bayern Munich, which is actually insane. Gravenberg. It was very early into his first season as well. Florian Wirtz now, he's on 3 goals. He's on for 4 at this point. Boniface now is in behind, and this team is limping up. It looks like we have a red card, but we don't. It's Bochum who has a red card. It's 4-0 for Leverkusen. Boniface gets his first goal of the season here in the league. And the boys are flying. Thumping. What am I trying to say? 4-0 thrashing, that's what I'm trying to say. Words are not wording right now. But a 4-0 thumping over this team in VfL Bochum. I expect them to be down towards the bottom of the table come the end of the season, to be completely honest. But Bayer Leverkusen start the league campaign off on a very strong note. Bayern Munich want Boniface now. We're towards the end of the transfer window. They think we can get 126 million. Bayern Munich are offering 85 million. If I delegate, it's -2. Yeah, okay, so that's still glitch. That's still glitch on this mod, the improved career mode mod, or the better experience mod, whatever it is, one of the two. It's glitched on the transfer offer. Sometimes we are gonna go up to 135 if you want, or 135. If you want Boniface, you are gonna have to pay the big bucks. You are gonna come out your wages. There's a huge gap. There's just not. It's 10 mil more than what the board think I could get for you. So unless these clubs in Germany play a big fee, they're not going. I can go a little bit lower for some from non-German teams if they come in for him. And it's looking like somebody is leaving the club. I didn't sell anybody, so I don't know who this is. Mbamba, 6 million. That must be a release clause. That must have been a release clause, which is, I guess, is fine. Honestly, he wasn't going to get game time anyway. We'll go through 24 hours just in case we get another transfer offer for Boniface somehow. See if one of these clubs step up again. But if not, we'll be into Frankfurt. The transfer window is closed. Nothing important happened. The only thing that happened was a Castillo loan that got broken down, got rejected, so he won't go. We are facing off against Frankfurt. They have 1 point. We are going to go ahead and simulate through this because we still have Bayern Munich. We still have the Champions League group to come out as well. And then Union Berlin and Gladbach all in this month. This is a very, very interesting month. We are going to go ahead and simulate through this with our full-strength team. We'll jump in if desperately need be, but the boys should get the job done, honestly. But Icardi, Götze, Marmouche, Nunez at defense. They're playing a back 5. Diego Carlos, Trapp. It's honestly not a bad team, but we should still get the win. And Boniface in the 23rd minute will go ahead and score 1-0. Marmouche levels in the 61st. And Boniface will take the lead back. It's 2-0. Almost jumped in. Thankfully, he got the goal done. We can stay here now. But we are going to go ahead and make some changes here. Smith Rowe, do you really care about all these changes? You probably don't. Boniface can stay on for the hat trick. Gravenberg on for Granite. And he does get his hat trick. It's 3-1 for Leverkusen. And that's game over. A 4-0 or 4-1 thumping. Boniface, all 4 goals. All right, here we go. The big game of the season, the first game of the season. We beat them in the DFB Pokal. We beat them to the league title last season. They did just beat us in that Super Cup, but it didn't matter. This is now what it is. The only changes here is Gravenberg instead of Palacios. That's a big change. With Granit Xhaka starts, Gravenberg is also on the starting 11. Let's get into this game against Bayern Munich. I completely forgot to check this starting 11. Oh well. 0-0 at the break here. We're going in the second half from the Bay Arena here against Bayern Munich. I believe we drew in the league last season. If I'm not mistaken, we drew both games. Wirtz will find Boniface. Now into Gravenberg. Gravenberg over the top for Wirtz. Touch, shot, goal. 1-0 for Leverkusen. There might not be a draw today. Bayer Leverkusen scores. It's Florian Wirtz on the score sheet. His 4th goal of the season. Frimpong. Into Bonnie. That's actually Gravenberg. Into Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka. Out wide to Gramado. Crossed in now. That's going to be deflected. Boniface down. Gravenberg, no. But Granit Xhaka will pick it up, and that will be all 3 points going to Bayer Leverkusen. We take down Bayern Munich, and we get the first win over the season over them. And a title charge. In Group E, we have Bayer Leverkusen. We're in Group E alongside Inter Milan, Marseille, and Bodo Glimt. That should be an easy group for us, to be completely honest. And then in Group F, we have Manchester City, RB Leipzig, FC Porto, PAOK FC, Bayern Munich, Napoli, AS Monaco, and Celta in Group G. And then in Group H, we have Barcelona, Tottenham, Galatasaray, and RB Salzburg. We are going to go ahead and simulate through this game here against FC Union Berlin. They're on 7 points, so it's definitely not an easy team to beat. But I do want to include the first Champions League games in today's episode, and it's going to be the final game of the episode. So might as well just play that one instead and let this one play out, as we might go behind 1-0 early. Kobel with the save, and Boniface in the 44th minute to give us the lead here. And that's all it took, was Boniface's 44th minute goal to get the win. A 1-0 win, and we remain perfect 4 for 4 to start the season. This is the starting 11 to go into the game here. Our first Champions League game here at Bayer Leverkusen. Patrick Schick, Somerville. Gravenberg starts instead of Granit Xhaka. Hincapié at left back. Timber at right back. Diamande at center back instead of Costanero. Somerville, still Somerville, in towards Patrick. Patrick into Florian! And against the run play, oddly enough, Bayer Leverkusen have the lead, and Florian Wirtz has his goal. Somerville now. Somerville, still Somerville. Somerville cut back for Patrick! 1-0! Not 1-0, 2-0. We double the lead right before the break here. All right, we win 2-0. That's going to be the final. It's going to be the end of the episode. When we come back, more league action, more Champions League action. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.